Imagine living in Arizona in the middle of the Sonora Desert but having no air conditioning, or water parks, or snow cones. Could you survive? Over 1,000 years ago, an incredible group of indigenous people did it very successfully. They were the Hohokam. This is AZ in 3. Hohokam is the name that archaeologists have given to a people that lived in Arizona and Mexico between 300 and 1500 CE. Anthropologists believe Hohokam culture emerged locally in Arizona, while some think it came partially from Central America. And there are definitely influences from the nearby Pueblo Indians, who also built permanent dwellings out of stone and adobe mud. At their peak, Hohokam settlements spread across the U.S. along trade routes, from the Midwest to the West Coast, and from central Mexico to the Gulf of California. Today, you can still see portions of their impressive settlements and marvel at the 1,000-year-old remains of their canals and buildings. Originally, Hohokam settlements started as groups of pit houses surrounding ball courts. Pit houses were built by digging about 18 inches into the ground, then building up walls with wood or adobe clay. The ball courts had centerline markers and were used for games, ceremonies, and public markets. They are a common feature in many Mesoamerican cultures, which kicked or hit rubber balls around a court. The ball court at Pueblo Grande measures 82 feet by 38 feet wide, only slightly smaller than a professional basketball court. Archaeologists believe that neighboring villages came together for the games and used them as opportunities to trade raw materials and goods like pottery and shell jewelry. They may have also used the games to settle disputes, and they were probably a great way to socialize and find a special friend from a nearby village. Over time, the settlements evolved into multi-leveled buildings surrounding an open courtyard. One reason Hohokam culture lasted so long in the Sonoran Desert is because they were the first and most successful people in the region to develop crop irrigation. At their peak, the Hohokam were able to grow as much as 100,000 acres of cotton, tobacco, maize, beans, and squash. Learn more in our episode about the Hohokam canals. Reminders of Hohokam culture can be seen all across Arizona. Look it up. In downtown Phoenix, there's a great museum called Pueblo Grande. Mesa has great ruins as well. And a section of the 4-story Casa Grande can still be seen today at the Casa Grande Ruins National Monument near Coolidge. We hope you enjoyed this episode and maybe even learned a thing or two. Check out the links below to dive in deeper. This has been AZ in 3.